Well, in full disclosure, we were a home with three older daughters that did not have Barbies around, probably for similar reasons to your parents. But it was amazing. Like every once in a while, one would show up, and we're like, "Where did this come from?" And some kid would leave it here or there, and it's like this was such a ubiquitous part of American childhood over the last several decades. But I have not seen the movie. I think I need to say that up front. So I am relying heavily on the things that I have read about the movie, which are really actually interesting. If the ideas that were so present in the film weren't so serious, it would just be super interesting that we've kind of moved from culturally in some really incredible ways. Here's one of them. There was a series when I was a kid called 21 Jump Street. It wasn't one that my parents also wanted me to watch, but it was about some older people that masqueraded as high school kids, and they were going to do drug busts in high school, and it was this whole thing. Well, they did a remake because that's we're kind of low on creativity in Hollywood, so we're doing a ton of remakes. So they did a remake of 21 Jump Street, and there was this scene where the tough guy football player was kind of shamed because he wasn't, sensitive to women, and he wasn't sensitive to the LGBT cause and all that. And basically, the cool kids have completely changed, And it's one of the differences between Gen Xers like me and millennials like you, and even now Gen Zers, that here you have a film in the early days of doing these remakes, the Transformers films or any of the other ones. There was, kind of a need to kind of go back to the innocence and the goofiness, if that was part of the series, or, just the plain action stuff like the Transformers piece. Now it's like you have to have a cause. And the Barbie movie, if there was any, call to make a movie that was completely vacuous, which apparently there are plenty of people who feel like there is, the Barbie movie would have been an excuse, right? No point whatsoever. Let's not deal with anything important. But this is one of the most striking things. Even though I disagree with, as I understand, the answers that were portrayed, it's notable that this movie was so committed to dealing with ultimate questions, so committed to dealing with life on a worldview level. What is the point of life? What's the meaning of life? What's wrong with the world? What has gone wrong? How can we fix the world? These are really big questions for a movie like Barbie to try to tackle, but it did, which tells you a lot about Greta Gerwig as well, but also about the moment that we're in.